I refuse to believe this is a April Fool's joke. I refuse to believe this is a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I refuse to believe any of this shit, alright? This has to be a secret trailer for Ace Ventura Pet Detective 3. It has to be. Because there is no possible way that these people can be this serious. Like, this entire trailer is too well coordinated, okay? It is too well thought out. It is intentionally bad, and they purposely use a specific song just to generate more buzz about this. And it is, I've seen this trailer a couple. I keep looking at it over and over, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, there's more to it, man, because it's too simple to just say this is a bad trailer. It's gonna be your typical terrible, horrible, no good, very bad video game movie. No, I mean that's true, but I feel like there's so much more to this that we aren't seeing. And I feel so bad for every actor in that movie that isn't Jim Carrey, because he is going to be the only person that comes out of this movie untouched. There's no possible way he can suffer from this movie, because he's been given the best part and he looks the part. They showed him off when he went full Eggman, and he looks perfect. Jim Carrey, when I first heard he was cast to play Eggman, I was like, oh, I don't get it. You know, he's towards the end of his career. He probably doesn't have many other projects in the works. He's just kind of tired. Yeah, it's probably gonna be bad. But I realize now that this was probably all a part of his plan. I was so wrong to think that he could not pull this off. Jim Carrey is a fucking legend, alright? And that alone might be the only reason I need to come up with to go see this movie. I don't really like watching movies. I haven't watched Avengers. I know what happens. I spoiled it because I just don't really care about the whole MCU, and getting up and going to movies in general is just a pain to me. But I might have to make an exception for this movie, for Ace Ventura 3. This is not a Sonic movie, and I know everyone keeps talking about how bad it looks. Okay, he looks terrible. The Sonic that they came up with looks so bad, and I know it is on purpose. I'm telling you, this trailer is... there's something about this trailer, like, it is just too perfectly horrible to just write it off as just terrible. And what's really, like, outside of that, what's really annoying is how all these YouTubers are getting hit with the copyright claim for the music, which I knew was going to happen. Because, like, I saw this trailer earlier this morning when I was at work, right? And I was thinking, like, man, I don't really like doing, reaction videos. But because I like Sonic, I feel like this will be the first one I tried. And I almost thought about doing it when I got home, but I decided against it because I just knew for a fact that I was going to get slammed with copyright. I'm a smaller channel, right? And there is no way in hell that I'm going to get away with pretty much doing anything. I thought that because I was so small that I'd be able to get, through the cracks. But I guess since YouTube and Google are like merged, there's really no way you can get away with putting some type of music in there and not being found out. So, because it's been a couple of videos that I did recently that when I used just a snippet of some rap song immediately, like right as I hit done and it was publishing and it was uploading and processing, I immediately got a notification saying, oh yeah, we matched this, so you can't upload it. And I always have a backup. I had a different song from on YouTube. I just credited the YouTuber. But yeah, that's pretty messed up. But I'm not surprised. And I'm kind of shocked that so many YouTubers, big YouTubers, are like getting annoyed that this is happening. Like, guys, come on. If you're doing music, it's not gonna happen, because so many different studios have their hand in the pot with music. You're better off just never doing it, just never using any of it. And I think that's the reason why they use that song, not because it has anything to do with the actual movie or trailer, but because it'll be perfect for getting money. That's what I thought it was. They're probably getting all the revenue they can from YouTubers, since they know that this movie is probably gonna bomb so horribly. That's probably the only reason that song is being used in the trailer. I guarantee it. It has to be. I bet you when we watch the movie, if that scene is even in the movie where he plays a tape, it's probably not even. It's a completely different song. Has to be. But the way the way I'm seeing this trailer, again, every actor that's not Jim Carrey, your careers are over with. There is no way you guys are going to be able to bounce back from your first movie being Sonic the Hedgehog. All right, I don't recognize any of the actors. I don't know if they're like, well known or whatever, but if they're not, sorry, you signed the worst possible contract for your first movie. If this is in fact true, unless your whole thing was just to be in a movie with Jim Carrey, then I guess you won. All right, but this movie, this trailer, man, it's like. Jim Carrey, you are a national treasure, man. You you have to put this entire movie on your back, and I feel like he might be able to pull it off. He might be able to pull it off because he's literally working against everything in this movie. You got an ugly, atrocious Sonic the Hedgehog model. And you have everyone else in the movie trying to take this seriously. And he has the perfect role. He says he's going to channel his inner Ace Ventura from, the 90s, which is a smart idea, which is why I believe this is Ace Ventura 3. It has to be. Because isn't it ironic? Jim Carrey reprising his role for a movie where he has to deal with an animal. It's too... everything's lining up too well. All right, this is my opinion. Maybe the movie is just so bad, and I wasn't expecting it to look this horrible that maybe my brain is just conflicting. I'm trying to come up with something to explain what I just saw because of how incredibly terrible it looks. But with as bad as that trailer looks, every scene that had Jim Carrey's face in it was just precious, and I'm like, I gotta see that. I have if just for that alone, I have to see that. Because at first I was like, no, yeah, there's no way I'm not touching this movie with a 10-foot pole. But the more I look at it, the more I just am so grateful that I have been alive long enough to know who Jim Carrey is and how awesome of an actor he is. And how amazing, and like I feel like this is gonna be the most challenging movie he has ever been a part of. And damn it, I gotta see that. If this is gonna be his last movie, I have got to see it. Hands down, Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective 3, let's go. Let's do it. And if you're doing any reactions, Just mute the put it on the headphones and mute the audio because it was a trap. That's the only way. That is the only explanation I could think of as to why Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio was being featured in a Sonic the Hedgehog live action movie. It was a trap, and they got all of you guys who did a reaction to it with the audio playing.
Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh my God. Let's go. Let's do it. Jim Carrey, you fucking glorious bastard, you.